Sahih al-Bukhari 26 narrated Abu Huraira, Allah's Messenger, was asked, "What is the best deed?" He replied, "To believe in Allah and His Apostle Muhammad." The questioner then asked, "What is the next in goodness?" He replied, "To participate in jihad, religious fighting, in Allah's cause." The questioner again asked, "What is the next in goodness?" He replied, "To perform Hajj pilgrimage to Makkah Mabrur, which is accepted by Allah and is performed with the intention of seeking Allah's pleasure only and not to show off and without committing a sin and in accordance with the traditions of the Prophet." Sahih al-Bukhari 27 narrated Sa'd, Allah's Messenger, distributed zakat amongst a group of people while I was sitting there, but Allah's Messenger left a man whom I thought the best of the lot. I asked, "O Allah's Messenger, why have you left that person?" "By Allah, I regard him as a faithful believer." The Prophet commented, "Or merely a Muslim." I remained quiet for a while, but could not help repeating my question because of what I knew about him. And then asked Allah's Messenger, "Why have you left so and so?" "By Allah, he is a faithful believer." The Prophet again said, "Or merely a Muslim." And I could not help repeating my question because of what I knew about him. Then the Prophet said, "O Sa'd, I give to a person while another is dearer to me, for fear that he might be thrown on his face in the fire by Allah. Sahih al-Bukhari 28 narrated, Abdullah bin Amr, a person asked Allah's Messenger, "What sort of deeds and or what qualities of Islam are good?" He replied, "To feed the poor and greet those whom you know and those whom you don't know." Sahih al-Bukhari 29 narrated Ibn Abbas, the Prophet said, "I was shown the hellfire and that the majority of its dwellers were women who were ungrateful." It was asked, "Do they disbelieve in Allah? Or are they ungrateful to Allah?" He replied, "They are ungrateful to their husbands and are ungrateful for the favors and the good charitable deeds done to them. If you have always been good benevolent to one of them and then she sees something in you not of her liking, she will say, 'I have never received any good from you.'" Reference. Sahih al-Bukhari 30 narrated Al-Marur, "At Rabada I met Abu Dhar who was wearing a cloak, and his slave too was wearing a similar one. I asked about the reason for it. He replied, I abused a person by calling his mother with bad names. The Prophet said to me, O Abu Dhar, did you abuse him by calling his mother with bad names? You still have some characteristics of ignorance. Your slaves are your brothers and Allah has put them under your command. So whoever has a brother under his command should feed him of what he eats and dress him of what he wears. Do not ask them slaves to do things beyond their capacity power, and if you do so, then help them.